Hey guys, Tudi here. Welcome back for another episode of ARL. This is round 2 at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. If you haven't seen round 1 at Bahrain already, be sure to check that one out. We managed to salvage a P5 after a collision early on in the race, but hopefully we can do better than that today. Hopefully we can win at Jeddah. I go fairly well around here, so we should stand a good chance, theoretically. But anyway, let's go out for our first run in this short qualifying session. We're going to be on the soft tyres, of course, try and set a good lap as we're going on to it. There's, for some reason, someone on the apex, but we don't need to worry about him. He hasn't messed up our lap or anything, of course. But coming over the line to start our first qualifying run, heading down into turn 1. You need to try and maximise the rotation by using a little bit of rear locking to get the car pitched in. I made a bit of a mistake through there, but we'll cut to the end of this lap. It wasn't perfect. We are going to go again on this set of tyres because we do have the fuel to do so. It's a 27.4, which is provisionally fastest, but it's going to get beaten pretty quickly, I'd imagine. And yeah, there it is. Dylan beats it by about half a tenth already. So let's go on for our second run of this qualifying session and our second run on these tyres. Try and maximise the exit, get a good line and good straight line of speed. Up to turn 1 now, we come a lot better on the brakes this time, and also not bottoming out over that second curb. We are already 0.2 of a second up. Look at this, and despite having slightly less grip due to the wear on the tyres, we are already 0.3 up. Ooh, that was close. Don't ideally want to be on that curb that much, but it's only cost us about half a tenth. We'll skip to this quick right-left chicane. That one very easy to get wrong, easy to understeer a little bit wide off the apex, but we got it pitched in nicely there. And so heading through the final corner, just keep it nice and tidy, and we have found just over 0.2 of a second up to the line. This will put us back on provisional pole with a 27.2. But I know my rivals will also have a lot more time in their laps. We are going to go onto the fresh softs for our final run. Wait a few minutes, now there's 2 minutes left. You can see Jake has JD, I don't even know how to say his name, sorry. JDS20 has improved. I think he set a 28.9, and also Josh in the Alpine doing a very good lap to put it P3. But this is the lap which counts. Oh, look at that! Through turn 1, getting pitched in very nicely. We are already 300s up, but maybe a little bit too slow on the exit, slower than we'd like. But through here, try and maximise the entire track. Nearly a tenth up, or half a tenth more like, but now nearly a tenth up. We are very close to the walls through the S's. 1.5 tenths up as we exit there. Purple sector 1, this is what we want. Try and get not too close to the wall on the entry, but close enough, and then very close on the exit. Already well over 0.2 of a second improvement through this right-left chicane. We get it very nicely close to the wall on the entry and the exit. Another half a tenth found through those two corners. We accidentally disabled DRS for a second there actually, but head into the final chicane of the track. We found another 1/10 of a second, and this could be the lap we need to stick it back on pole position for the second time in a row, and only of course the second race this season. But big mistake, we hit the wall. For some reason there's a little bit of debris on the track on the exit there, I think. But up to the line, it's 3.5 tenths, and that is enough for pole position in Saudi Arabia by just under a tenth of a second over Jake in his Mercedes. Top Harley makes it a Mercedes 2-3, qualifying a very nice third, but Dylan all the way down in 5th, not ideally where he'd want to be starting. But we're going to start this race on the hards. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 red lights, and they're out, and away we go. It's a brilliant getaway. Jake also on the hards. His teammate Top Harley gets him heading through into turn 1, but we have retained the lead, which is crucial. Jake seems to have had a very bad getaway, being overtaken by Josh as well. DNLT up to 5th, but through turn 3 we go now, and we still have the lead by about half a tenth of a second. Yellow flags, as I think there is a collision, and we retain the lead, but has anything happened? I don't know what's gone on with the collisions back there, but someone's gone around. I think that's a Red Bull and an AlphaTauri. So Top Harley in P2, Josh P3, Jake P4 now, but someone's out. Owen Gav is out, and that's a full course caution on lap 1. And so that's interesting. Our teammate comes into the pits. I think he was involved in that collision as well. I think it was him, Owen, and I'm not sure who else. But anyway, the safety car restart. Let's try and get a good one. When are we going to go? We go now. Let's try and catch Harley off guard. He can't overtake us until the green flags are shown, but it doesn't seem like we've caught him off guard. He's gotten a great getaway, and he might be close enough to challenge us heading through into turn 1 on lap 4 of this race. Here comes Top Harley round the outside. Is he far enough alongside to make a move? Not quite. We are still in the lead, but Harley gets a great exit on the exit of turn 2, but we still defend the middle of the track, and we still retain the lead. But it's not over yet. Here comes Top Harley round the outside into whatever this corner is called. I really need to look at a track map while I'm making these, but anyway, doesn't matter. Here is Harley still right on the back of us. Is he going to get any opportunities? We're trying not to, but here he comes. Harley's going to go through. Now we just need to stay close. Oh, but we've been hit by Josh. That's cost us about half a second. Josh, I think, maybe outbroke himself, or maybe I broke a little bit early. I'm not sure, but unfortunately that seems to have ruined his race. But we are still on the back of Top Harley. Look to the inside as we head over the line for the 5th time in this race, down into turn 1 against Top Harley. He squeezes us onto the curb, and I don't think we are far enough ahead to challenge him into turn 3. We back off, as this is a very risky corner, and you really don't want to hit that inside wall, as it can easily take off the tyre. But now, down the straight we come. Are we close enough to Top Harley? It doesn't seem like we will be, unless we use a lot of ERS, which we also are not doing. Maybe going to try and conserve a bit, but he's run wide on the exit. Are we going to try and challenge him? No! He still retains the lead on lap 7. Now, through this flat out right-hander, through on the straight now. Are we close enough to Harley this time around? We have a little look to the inside, but no, once again, Harley stays ahead. We're not running out of chances, of course, still very, very early in this Grand Prix, but we want to get past soon, because it's not going to be long until Harley's tyres start to wear out. William the Fett is out, and that's a virtual safety car. This just a little bit of time to relax, always good. It shouldn't affect the race too much, but here we go. Virtual safety car ending once again, and the hunt resumes. Can we get past Top Harley now? We've used the virtual safety car to recharge a bit of our ERS, but here we come now down the straight. Are we close enough to Harley? No, not this time around. Now, are we close enough? The music comes back. And no, we are not close enough to Harley this time around, but each lap that passes by is a lap less we have before the end of the race. I mean, I sound like Will Buxton saying that, but whatever. Through the through the left right we come the fastest chicane on this track, I believe. Now, gonna look to the outside of Harley, but we think better of it. That would have been very risky and for not much reward. Through the chicane we come once again on lap 10 of this race. Will we be able to challenge Harley this time around? Our hard tyres should be well and truly quicker than the mediums at this point in the Grand Prix. We are going to stick close through the chicane. Are we close enough though? That is the question. We look to the outside, heading down into the final corner. We lift off, try and get the DRS chicken is on. We get the DRS heading on to this straight. Once again, we're going to use our ERS. This is the closest we've been this whole race. Going on to lap 11, looking around the outside, and we've done it! Finally, we are back into the lead of this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. Now we have to drop Harley as quickly as we can, and look at that. He seems to have made a mistake, but we've already dropped him by over a second through the S's alone. Now, Harley will not be the main threat at this point in the race. The main threat to us will be Jake. As you see, he gets back past his teammate. That 3-second penalty Jake has though is very much helping us. But look at that, look how quick he is. He's already on lap 13, back into the DRS range. He drops back out again as we are pushing, but we are going to come into the pit lane to cover off from any potential undercut by Jake, and we are just going to try and, get the track advantage, pull away, and that is the main thing on lap 14. Optimal pit stop, 2.3 seconds. We're catching up now to Trey Tracer. We're about to set the fastest lap of the race, I would hope, as we come up to the line. Yes, it is. We're using all of our ERS because we need to get past Tracer here, because the more we get held up, the higher chance that Jake will catch us. But can we get through heading into turn 3? Yes. Tracer does not put up too much of a fight. Now, we've got a purple sector 1, a green sector 2. Can we improve on our fastest lap? Our teammate is into the pits, Dylan, and crucially, Jake into the pits. But 4 laps later, this is going to give us a big on-track advantage, but will it be enough considering how much quicker those fresher medium tyres Jake will have will be? 7.5 seconds. But there's a virtual safety car! That's fine. I mean, anytime we're going slowly is less time Jake can be catching, but also Harley is going to get a bit of an advantage during the pit lane, since he will lose slightly less time. But the VSC ends, Harley hasn't gone that far through the pit lane. He goes onto the soft compound tyres. I don't think Harley will be too much of a threat. As you can see, he's 11 seconds behind. Jake sets the fastest lap, beating us by nearly 3/10 of a second. Jake has already closed the gap down to 5.7. Oh, and Harley's out! Harley has thrown away a potential double podium for the Silver arrows. He's binned it into the wall, unfortunately. Sorry about the audio, it's bugging a little bit. But we seem to have gotten the advantage on Jake under the VSC. I think we've pulled away about maybe 2 seconds, but that doesn't matter. By lap 21, he's already pulled that time back to us. 4.7 the gap, 3.8 on lap 22, and you can see every lap after lap, that time is tumbling down, but hopefully now Jake's tyres will have hit that crucial 25%. In case you don't know, 25% you have a big drop off in grip, and then it kind of evens out from there. And so lap 24, yes, Jake has not gained that much on us in the last few laps. Luckily his tyres have faded out relatively quickly. And now on the final lap we started on pole, and if we don't bin it we will be finishing on pole as well. This has been a great race, great drive from us. We haven't made too many mistakes, we've just stayed consistent throughout the race, made the right strategy calls. We're lapping a Red Bull, we'll just skip past that there I guess. The Red Bull had an absolute shocker of a weekend, unfortunately for him. But well, fortunately for us, because that helps us in the Constructors' Championship. But just keep it nice and careful through the final corner. No spinalas on the exit, up to the line. We win the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix and put ourselves back into championship contention. This is the result we needed for Ferrari. This is absolutely great. We are 1 point behind Jake heading into Qatar. Ferrari leading the Constructors' Championship as well. Wow, what a weekend for the Scuderia. And I will see you guys next time for the Qatar Grand Prix, which has a bit of a twist. It will be a reverse World Drivers' Championship grid. We will be starting from the back row. Anyway, see you guys next time for that.